Got it.
That's the way to the bazaar. Let's concentrate on the work.
Got it. Why would there be a Colossus here? Great! Minerva didn't tell me that. I'll get to her later.
Here, give me a moment to talk to the Colossus.
What are you doing?
I'm changing the ownership of it, making me its sole master. Just a precaution. Done. Now, where were we?
My kingdom and Bari and my king. The king heard the goblins had retrieved rare starite artifacts from Athos, so he summoned them to the palace, but...
That's quite enough exposition. Please, just get to the point.
The king was cursed by the magic of the starite, just like what happened to the people in your city.
All because of the goblin's thievery, which I have no sympathy for. But the curse of stars in Athos was a terrible accident. To some extent, your king was a victim. So... I'm glad to help you, noble warrior. The starite necklace I gave you can protect you from being cursed by magic. Of course, there are starites with other attributes that can relieve the king's suffering. But if I want to eradicate this curse so that no one will have to worry about it ever again, I must ask for your help now.
Can't you let me take the stardust to the king to ease his pain first?
That's not the concern right now. We're running out of time. The Trinity is coming. If we miss it, we'll have to wait another millennium for the ritual. If the curse of stars is lifted, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yes, but...
If it fails, the curse won't only affect Athos, but every nation in the world. Can't you see? It's the only logical course of action.
I know, you're right. I'll help you resolve the crisis as soon as possible. What do you need?
Great. Now, I need more materials like this.
So even Ambari could end up in trouble. It sounds even worse than I thought. Does Eumenides really want to save it all? I could tell Papa didn't entirely trust him, though. Me neither.
confirm the order. My father told us to prioritize Blue Star's orders. Hurry up! God, it's too early to be lazing about.
Hey, Minerva.
Is this what humanity's used as for... What? The vault should be right there in the back. Must be the polarized light reader. But the vault seems to have been cleared out.
Heard a strange noise. Are you alright?
Yeah, thanks. But I would have appreciated a heads up about the Colossi in there.
That isn't how it's supposed to be. The Colossi shouldn't act without orders.
Whatever, it's over with. Look, here's the polarized light reader. Also, I saw lots of valuable looking boxes inside, but they looked ransacked. Someone must have been there before me.
The only person who knows how to get into the vault besides myself is... human.
What would he have come for?
I have a theory, but I need to test it with a polarized light reader. Now that you can use the conduit to teleport, you can return with me, or stay here to explore some more.
look forward to your next visit, friend.
Hey, sweetie, what's up? Hey, look, awesome. Now Thank you.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend? I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Hey, sweetie, what's up? Thank you.
Good. Now that we have the polarized light reader, we can begin.
Wow.
Just a moment. We need to analyze this conduction ring first. Reversing the flow. So that's what he's up to. Hilda, the chests inside the Laurelcraft treasury have all been ransacked, right?
On my honor.
Good. I believe you. Unfortunately, I now know what Eumenides is doing. You may already be aware of this, but on that towering peak behind the city, there is a light that shines unceasingly. That's the Nexus, Aphis's biggest and purest starlight, bestowed upon us, we believe, by the Three. Our civilization developed around the Nexus, and achieved glory by the use of magic. However, even thousands of years of research haven't enabled us to fully control its power. Eumenides is trying to master the Nexus in order to gain its limitless power.
Did the device from this design allow him to control the Nexus?
Yes. Eumenides instructed the Northwind Legion to gather the materials necessary to make conduction rings, and then install them in each conduit. The conduits were originally intended to distribute the power of the Nexus. However, conduction rings alter the direction of the energy flow, concentrating all of the energy of the conduit in the hands of the user. That energy could then be used to control the Nexus.
Wouldn't that be problematic?
Trying to control the Nexus with excessive and unrefined force could make it unstable. If the energy isn't controlled properly, it could trigger another apocalyptic magic storm.
And if he can control it properly?
This is just speculation, but he could gain mastery of all living things. Curse or no curse. He could choose to remove our curse. He could lead us in another direction. And then, even if you wear an amulet, neither you nor the Northwind Legion will be able to escape his grasp. Everyone will become a puppet in his hands. He alone will decide the fate of every one of us.
No, I won't allow that to happen.
Neither will I. We must do everything we can. Hilda, we must stop your father from completing his mission and put an end to Eumenides' plan. I must stop him. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll continue our work.
I'm ready.
Hilda, from now on...
What do you...
From now on, I'll do everything I can to help you. And I'll...
That's surprising.
Because, no. I just think things will be better this way.
Of course. And I'll repay your trust.
Friends?
Oh.
No, you're... So, I finished deciphering the documents Marissa brought back. This is the biggest breakthrough we've had so far. I'm confident that we can deal with the crisis in Aphis. However, that will only make the next thing we need to do even more challenging.
You can count on me.
To tell you that, I need to first tell you about Asterigos. 1,000 years ago in Aphis, Eumenides and I came up with a plan that would lead all Ephesians into a bright new era. Inside the city, we constructed a system of conduits and gave every resident, regardless of their class, a resonator. Resonators, just like your necklace, generate a resonance with a conduit, allowing the user to enjoy the benefits that magic brings. But something went wrong. More and more people suffered magical mutations as a result of the resonators. Eumenides frantically tried to find the cause of the problem and solve it, but to no avail. Nothing he tried could stop the spread of the magical mutations, until he came across an ancient legend. According to this legend, anything could be achieved by performing a ritual called aspiration on Trinity Night. Disregarding widespread opposition, he went ahead and performed the ceremony, wishing to remove the magical mutations by manipulating the power of the Nexus. But the ritual ended in failure. It was that night that Asterigos descended upon Aphis.
No wonder you say he's the culprit. And no wonder you react so strongly whenever I mention him.
So now you know. Anyway, to get back to the point, my plan is to perform the aspiration again, but this time, do it correctly.
Again? Didn't you say the power of the Nexus can't be controlled?
I understand you have doubts, so feel free to ask me anything.
What was in the documents that Marissa brought back?
It was research proving that a similar ritual had been successfully performed several millennia ago. In addition to it needing to be performed on Trinity Night, the ritual requires 3 ancient relics in order to keep it stable.
Relics are the key. So 1,000 years ago, Eumenides failed because he didn't have the relics.
Exactly. And now he's disregarding the research and planning to do things his way.
We can't allow him to repeat the same mistake.
And let's not forget, even if he's successful, it'll only make him even more of a threat.
Yes, that's true.
Tanrius's research also points out that the Nexus was damaged because of Eumenides' last failure. Unless we can find a way to repair its structural matrix, performing the ritual again will be extremely dangerous. So, we need to collect the 3 relics, find a way to repair the Nexus, and persuade Eumenides to let us use it.
I get the feeling he's not an easy person to persuade.
There are many ways to persuade someone. We just need to find the right one.
But I don't understand. Why does Eumenides want to work with my father?
Because he no longer has any other allies in the city. Right now we lack cohesion. It is difficult for us to unite.
But with his abilities, it wouldn't be difficult for him to do it alone, would it?
It's true that Eumenides can use his apparition to shuttle back and forth, but the apparition can't touch solid matter. With his help, the Northwind Legion are highly maneuverable and are inherently very skilled warriors. Moreover, they're the only ones who don't know who Eumenides is. He's unlikely to let go of the Northwind Legion before the ritual is complete.
It's awful the way he's using them. Knowing my father, he'd never return empty-handed if he found a way to save the king.
I'm positive Eumenides won't share with him the details of the ritual or its outcome. If we see your father, we must make him see Eumenides for who he really is.
So,
I think I know where the relics mentioned in the documents are. Aphis is governed by 3 archons, each of whom inherited an ancient relic, a symbol of their status. The real function of these relics has been forgotten through the ages. Now they're merely regarded as symbolic. Fortunately, I know where to find these archons, or at least I have a clue to their whereabouts.
that sounds promising.
The trouble is, even if I can find them, I don't know if I'll be able to communicate with them.
Well, I've got my work cut out for me. Time to put my talents to good use.
There's also Tanrius and his wife, who went missing in the mine while searching for a way to repair the Nexus. 4 objectives this time. Understood? Let's get started. Argus Plaza. Don't be too surprised. To obtain the Archon of Legion's relic, you must challenge the Archon's elite warriors with me. Yes, this we will do together. Among the Aristoi, the reputation of Marble, the Archon of Legion, has hit rock bottom, and word of you defeating Eulalia has spread. I happened to get in touch with him and asked him to loan me the Archon relic in his possession. Marble agreed, but on 2 conditions. To clear my name, I must participate in the challenges of the traditional Trials of Remission, and you and I must meet with him at the Laurel Mansion, my old home. This is our only chance, so we must seize it. There is a path behind the Laurel Craft that leads to the Argus Plaza. It leads directly to the mansion, but you'll have to go in by a small road on the right side of the main entrance. An Aristoi named Narcus will meet you there. The sunken outskirt. The Archon Serene went missing many years ago, but we received some new information recently. And this time, it's extremely accurate. The intelligence Quintus gave us revealed that the Lorax received an urgent command to eliminate an Aristoi's personal guards. The command didn't state who this Aristoi is, but there are very few who would bring so many guards and travel to such a poor area. My guess is that it's Serene, at least her guards. We need to find a way to use this information and take back the Archon relic. I don't know if she's still alive, but the whereabouts of both her and the relic are worth our attention. Perhaps it is my own selfishness. But regardless, indulge me. Hilda? After Eumenides imprisoned Petrius, the Archon of Clergy, in Styx, all the information that remained of him is but a few rumors. The only useful bit I can provide is this. His Archon relic wasn't confiscated when he was jailed, so you should focus your investigation on Styx. Petrius has always been the most cunning and dangerous character in Aphis. I don't know if he's willing to negotiate, or even if he's still in prison. This operation is not one I can aid you in directly. I must rely on you to gather what information you can without me. Ah, yes. And as for the Northwind Legion member you mentioned, Otto, please refrain from revealing any of the adherents' plans to him before I can see him myself. I'm sure you understand. For centuries, Tanrius the Scholar searched endlessly for the key to fixing the aspiration. This is one of the foremost reasons for my having founded the Adherents. I always knew that he and his wife wanted to explore the deeps, but I never thought they would go off in such a hurry. I understand Marissa's worries, but I have other matters on my mind. They wouldn't make such a plan recklessly. They must have discovered some key to repairing the Nexus. Hilda, go and find them or any new clues they may have left behind. The Adherents need any potential help we can get. Time is of the essence.
What do you need?
Lady Roxanne...
Finally, it's time to face those Asterigos. I knew this day would come.
Any advice about how I should act?
Don't tell them that I told you. And just be yourself.
I can do that.
And if you have time, could you check the study for me?
What about it?
I just want to know if the guests are behaving themselves.
What?
Mind your manners.
Yes. Ha! Feel like sparring? The glory of the three.
By the winds! Stop! What are you doing here? You came all the way to the shelter? You must be hungry. Alright. I still haven't... Do you make... Don't...
I look for... How can this humble servant be of service, friend? I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Hey, sweetie, what's up? Sweet... Oh. Thank you. What do you think? Guess what I found at Laurel Craft? Oh, gosh. This poster's from... I can tell you two are... Who knows? Maybe she kept it because you... She was always like that. Could she... No. How could... If you... Sorry, but I'm... Do you... It's open, but no sign of Otto. Strange. I smell blood. Is it coming from the stairway?
Harold, I've been looking for you. What the hell are you doing? What happened in 6?
I could ask you the same thing, Humanities. What's with the monster that refuses to die? You didn't tell me about that.
That's not my fault. I told you not to touch anything, and to be careful with those magical traps. Your reckless actions attracted the guard.
Those are my men risking their lives for you.
My necklace can keep you hidden. I have no idea how you ended up caught. I was right to come and check on you. Granted, you completed the mission, but just barely. I obviously overestimated your intelligence. Return now, Commander. You're going to get yourself killed in stints. Let me find your men for you.
You better keep them safe, Humanities. Without us, you won't be able to complete your ritual.
All right, all right. I don't have much time. You need to work together to get it done. And I know that you tampered with a device from Fallon Academy. You did nothing but waste your time. Go to the first rally point and wait for me. I'll go find the others. The Trinity Night is almost upon us.
We'll know soon enough if it was over.
Warhammer. Pattern. Sean would never let his hammer lead aside. The blood's leading in that direction. What's that sound? Damn! torture floor. The oppressive, creepy environment is uncomfortable enough on its own. Looks like I've got a chance to catch my breath. factory's cradle. The slab looks relatively new, but the inlay is very old. Could it have been replaced? Looks like I need to find the key to the locked door first. Looks like it'll take more to restore it than just turning on the switch. Something's here. Something's here. Something's here. shades, the phylactery's cradle. The slab looks relatively new, but the inlay is very old. Could it have been replaced? Purgatory. This place makes me feel a bit uneasy. The magic is unusually intense, even for Aphis.
Over here! He can't get in here! Hurry! Let's go in and talk. There's someone inside I think you'll want to see.
Someone I'll want to see? Otto! You were here all along!
Hilda, I'm sorry. The door opened all of a sudden, and then when I thought about the other safety, I just couldn't wait any longer.
I've seen him too. What is that thing?
You fought him? By the winds, he just won't die. You're lucky you got off without a scratch. Anyway, it attacked and I just charged in. It was this man who came to my rescue.
This is a cage. It's not within the Black Warden's jurisdiction. You don't have to worry. As long as you remain here, the Black Warden won't attack.
A cage? Who are you? Petrius?
No, my name is Aganon. I'm a political prisoner. I've been here for 1,000 years. We have a lot to talk about.
Sorry, let's talk. Sean?
I saw his weapon and some blood on the ground. And I...
You don't mean at the entrance, do you? As soon as I set foot inside, the Black Warden ambushed me. I fled, but there was a strong...
Yeah. The weapon left nearby was definitely Sean's hammer.
Damn it. That thing's...
Sorry. I thought you already knew. If some of our fellow soldiers made it back safely, chances are they wouldn't have left a trace. So at least there's that.
True. But all I can think of right now is those who lost their lives. Emil, as a
You can't... That's...
Alright.
Who's still missing?
3. Barrick, Lalonde, and Organ.
Do you remember where you were when you split up?
Barrick went missing when we ran into the Black Warden. Organ and Lalonde got tangled up with a group of zealots during their escape from Styx. But they were sprinting fast, so there's a good chance they made it out.
I'll tell you if I find anything. I wouldn't worry. Northwind Legion soldiers aren't so easy to kill. What's more, Barrick won the archery competition at the New Year's celebration.
The New Year's celebration. Since coming to Aphis, I'd almost forgotten about those happy days. How is it your resolve has never wavered?
And if I hear anything...
Thank you.
Who's still...
3.
I'll...
Thank you.
Who's...
3.
I'll... Nip...
Thank you. By the North Wind. Sean. Can't be...
I'm...
You...
Oh.
What?
It,
Is...
I'm...
Wait... God...
Apology.
If...
Oh.
The goal is to defeat the Black... You obviously know a lot about Styx, so I have something I want to ask you. There's a smith named Myron. After martial law, he was arrested trying to flee Fallon Academy. Have you heard of him?
Huh. Why are you looking for a smith? Did someone send you?
Yes. I'm gathering information for his wife. She thinks Myron might have been caught and thrown in Styx.
Nothing comes to mind, but it is a very common name. And do you know there are several thousand smiths in the city?
I know, but there can't have been very many Myrons caught trying to escape from the Academy. If you could just tell me anything you remember, or at least tell me where I can look for information...
Well, there should be a list of inmates in the Warden's cage. Originally, the list was administered by subordinates, but later on the Warden oversaw the list personally, so it should be there.
How do you know the Warden took control of the list? That's not something a prisoner would know.
The Warden is a devout follower of the Gods of the Stars. He respects me very much. He would come to my cell to drink tea, or he would give me things, all of which I refused.
I see. Otto.
No, we need to...
So you agree?
if it was just with you here. I don't want to let this up.
Our target is the Warden's cage. We should stick to routine and split up.
Not a problem.
After that...
Roger that. Oh, and you're gonna need this. I found the key to that gate nearby, but I haven't had the chance to use it.
You've been a great...
Let's talk.
I'll...
Thank you. I want to kill... at least...